Hello and welcome back to Town Yoga. Today I'm going to take us through a short yoga sequence to stretch the calf muscles or the muscles in the back of the lower leg. We'll also take our ankles through a little bit of range of motion work and stretch the plantar fascia. That's the fascia on the bottoms of our feet. So this short yoga sequence is going to be done in tabletop, which is hands and knees. Go ahead and clear enough space where you have grip for your hands and cushion for your knees. I'm going to take my yoga mat with a blanket on top. So after you come to hands and knees, you just want to take a moment to press away from the ground, pointing your pointer fingers to the top of the mat, finding your knees under your hips, and actively pressing away from the mat, kind of protecting our shoulders here. Walk your knees together from your tabletop for a little better balance so we can extend our right foot back behind us. Protecting the lower back, keep your belly lifting up to your spine and just start to circle your ankle a little bit, doing some of that range of motion work. And take a few circles each direction, just giving the ankle a little healthy movement without weight on it. Take one more big breath here as you circle the ankle. And then pause in stillness and feel your toes pointing down towards the mat or ground. And you're going to bring your toes down and let the ball of your foot, the bottom of your foot near the toes, catch onto the mat. Now you can take your hands forward about 1 hand distance. That's a little gentler on the wrist and will give us a little bit more force where we can gently start to press our right heel back behind us towards the wall behind you or down towards the mat. And you're going to start to feel a stretch in the back of that lower leg, the calf muscle. Slowly lift your heel back up over the toes, and now you're going to find a stretch for the bottom of the feet, that kind of plantar fascia. To link this with breath as our yoga practice, you're going to exhale as you gently push the heel backwards and inhale as you shift it forward over the toes. Now here, if you change the angle of your foot before you gently exhale and press back, you're going to notice that the angle of stretch on the back of your lower leg changes. So do that a few times. Just change the angle of your foot as you press back. And that's because our calf muscle, it's not just one muscle. There are multiple muscle bellies in the back of that lower leg that come together over the heel, come together as the Achilles. So gently just rock back and you're going to stretch those different muscle bellies when you change the angle. And you also change the angle of the foot stretch, which is nice. Now the next time you come forward, slide your hands back underneath your shoulders, lift the right leg, point the toes, and now we're going to stretch the ankle by just slowly lowering the top of your foot down to the mat or ground, and very gently start to push down into the foot, feeling a stretch over the front of the ankle. Just to where you feel a stretch, not sharp pain. If there's sharp pain, gently back out. All right, one more time, all 3 of those for the right foot. Go ahead and lift it up and circle the ankle a little bit. Notice that the left hip is doing some strength work to keep you here. Point the toes towards the shin, bring the ball of the foot down to the mat, walk our hands forward. Exhale, gently press back. Inhale, rock heel over toes, maybe even in front of them. Exhale. Inhale. A few more times at your breath pace. You're welcome to hold the stretch for a few breaths if it feels good on either end. And then slowly bring the hands back underneath your shoulders. Lift the right foot again, point the toes, and bring the top of the foot gently down. And just hold for a moment. And right knee into left. We're going to take that On our second side now. So again, tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees are together. Slowly slide the left foot back and circle the ankle a few times. The ankle is a joint that needs some healthy fluid, so this kind of circling motion is a good thing to do whenever you get a chance. All right, start to draw the toes towards your shin, and then as you lower down, you want to feel the ball of your foot. You can bring your hands a bit more forward, maybe even a little bit wider, and then just gently start to press your weight back, sending that heel back behind you. Find that stretch in the calf muscles, the muscle bellies in the back of the lower leg. And then shift the weight forward, bringing the heel up over the toes. Feel that stretch on the bottom of the foot. And just start to go with your breath, exhaling back, exhaling forward as you play with those angles on the second side. As you keep taking this calf stretch here, just know there's a lot of amazing yoga poses from this tabletop position. I'll link some below if you'd like to keep practicing in your tabletop. All right, let's lift it up, point the toes, and bring the top of our foot down. You can slide hands back under shoulders, holding for a breath. Making sure you're still actively pressing up away from the mat. Protect our wrist while we stretch our calves. All right, and we'll repeat. Left foot lifts, lower belly draws up to spine, circle the ankle a few times. And then draw the toes to your shin, set the ball of your foot down, walk the hands forward a bit, and rock with your breath. Find your stretching on the left leg. Beyond the other tutorials here, I have an entire course, Yoga for Absolute Beginners, where we have a full lesson on how to find comfort in tabletop, hands, shoulders, knees, all of it. And we do the same in standing and lunging, laying on our sides. So if you've been looking to get into yoga, highly recommend the Town Yoga course, Yoga for Absolute Beginners. With the left foot, point the toes and bring the top of it down to the mat. Take a nice slow breath. Bring the left knee in to meet the right and start to walk to heels for a little rest. So like I said, I can link some more tutorials if you want to keep going in the tabletop practice. That was really focusing on the calf, the elbow motion, and then also the plantar fascia. But there's a lot of great shoulder work, neck work, spine work, all the good stuff from tabletop. So keep doing yoga, keep learning and practicing. And if you'd like to visit Yoga for Absolute Beginners, I will link that below. Again, great course, highly recommend it. I look forward to seeing you in the next practice.